Coach Ces Acuña. Join me in Speak with Success every Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Together, let us conquer the fear. Hello and welcome to another episode of Speak with Success. In our everyday lives, we do speaking as we use it in connecting with others, but not everyone has this gift, not everyone has this natural talent. And at times, no matter how much you want to enhance a skill, we do not have enough budget to do so. And because learning courses are expensive, some will not take the chance to pursue it. Some get better by experience and some just gives up on it. But what if it is a part of your job to get better at it? We cannot just quit since it is our main source. It is the sources of our income. All kinds of work requires us to speak. If you are in the world of sales and marketing, then this episode will help you. As tonight, we will talk about story selling. Mastering this art can bring you to a great success. Without story selling, half the battle is lost, as making a sale or convincing someone does not only depend on product knowledge, having a brand, or having a good content. A successful sale includes an emotional part, and this is where story selling comes in. So, what is story selling? Story selling is a process of selling through storytelling. We were hardwired to pay attention to stories. That is why we should use this at our advantage to initiate an action. Like in selling and marketing, we should lead them to a specific action or a successful purchase. We should be able to craft a story that revolves with our brand, our product, and our customer, as emotion is needed to elicit a response. We often use true stories of other customers as well. Other customers who experienced change or was able to improve something in their lives, made possible by the product they purchased from us. To give you an example, since I am in the insurance industry, how will I elicit a sale by using story selling? During the pandemic, the most common story used is surviving COVID with the help of an insurance plan that paid for their medical bills, survival of a family after the loss of the income provider because of a fund they were able to get because of an insurance plan. This shows us how important preparation is, both with the medical expense that we may incur someday and in securing the lives of those who are dependent to our income, that if something happens to us, our dependents are secured financially. But what is the most common objection that we get? No budget? Not a priority. Not needed. But the secret here is if we establish the need, we can elicit a successful response, which is a sale. In real estate, some stories involves people who were able to sell their properties to produce a fund that sustained them during the pandemic. This illustrates the importance of investing, as this could also be a source of income when your regular income or your regular monthly income dies. Another example is in selling an online training and an online course. We usually receive marketing emails on a regular basis, and what do we usually see in this kind of emails? What attract customers are testimonials on what improved in their life after undergoing the course. And with this improvement, you elicit a response from the person who needs it. And that is how a sale is made. Because of the pandemic, this opened up a new way of learning. Our schools closed their doors and shifted to online learning. We shifted from face-to-face training and meetings to online meetings and webinars. And in our business, we shifted from face-to-face selling to online selling. You know, there are different kinds of stories. Your story will depend on the product that you are selling. So it is imperative that we make it a habit to read so we will be able to fill up our story bank, since the stories we will use will also depend on the client, the situation, the emotion, and the response we want to Elicit. I will be discussing the most common types we usually use in marketing and sales. The first is overcoming the monster. When we sell a product, we should be able to establish what problem it will solve. In insurance selling, the product eliminates life's risks, like the risk of dying too soon, like who will finance your dependence if something happens to the income provider, risk of living too long, can we afford our retirement, the risk of getting sick, can we afford medical treatment. The second is rags to riches. This is commonly used in networking as they market their business advertising people who were able to make it big in their industry. They are inviting people to join them and sell their products with the opportunity that one day they will also make it big and become rich like those people who succeeded in the business. The third is tragedy. These are stories that we can use to show our clients a tragedy experienced by someone who were not able to purchase our product, like in insurance selling. What will happen if we do not prepare to protect our family from the risk of life, to overcome the monster that may arise in the future? So the question is, how will you incorporate story selling in your client presentation? How will you make it effective? The most important thing is transparency. Your story should not sound like a sales pitch. It should make your product and your brand appear as a solution to a problem rather than a product that should be bought. As most people don't want to be sold. You must be able to provoke their curiosity to make them want to know more. Touch their emotions by connecting with them through the true meaning of your product and the services you're offering. It will also help if you will be able to show the benefit of the product and make them understand why they need it. You should always end with a happy ending. Because if they feel good about your story, they will feel good about what your product is. To incorporate this to your client conversation, it is also important to ask permission. Like in a situation where your client tells you like, sorry, Mr. Salesman, but I do not believe in your product. You can answer by saying, Mr. Customer, can I tell you a short story? Then you can continue with the whole story that can change your client's mind about your product. So the secret really is incorporate story selling in your client presentation to be able to make a successful sale. So this is all for tonight, and I hope I have given you value in exchange for the time you have invested in watching this video. I hope to see you again next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m. for another learning episode of Speak with Success. Good night and have a great week. I hope you can like and follow my FB pages, Success Project, Coach Says, and Film Life Legazpi City. Feel free to message or comment if you need assistance on financial planning, life coaching, and wealth and financial coaching. Please also subscribe and don't forget to press the notification bell, like, share, and comment to Coach Says of Success Project YouTube channel. Please also like and follow I Help and the Greatness Hub online channel.